Really good luck. Right, Raggy? I've had really good luck. Hey guys, Dave from Dave's Glory Shopworks here, and on this episode we are going to be Raptor lining my daughter's 2008 Pontiac Torrent. Now I know it's not exactly muscle car and exciting, but this is her winter vehicle, and since it's summertime right now, well, late spring, we have the opportunity to get this job done, out the door, and dealt with before the winter hits and we're not in a big panic or rush. The big problem areas are right here. We got a little bit of rust through there. We're going to see what we can do with that. This is all peeled down. I don't even know why, but it is. And there's mud underneath it. Things like the original 3M protective coating is just flaking off. We got rust boils everywhere. I mean, I washed this car yesterday, then of course it rained on it, so it's not clean anymore. Even on the deck lid, we've got areas. And this is the passenger wheel well, much better shape. The metal's still solid and it still has its form to it. But see, I'm just flaking paint off. Down here again, same thing. The 3M coating's in good shape, but that's all got to come off. We've got several spots all over the car that I don't know what that is. That's grease. Get it gone. Yeah, good. And then even up on the hood, there are multiple stone chips everywhere on this hood. So it's kind of one of those, where do you start, where do you stop? We are going to do all the all the plastics are going in the Raptor liner black. We're leaving the grill area body color. And we're going to go kind of high. We're going to go up here on the wheel well area. And I think we decided we're going to stick with this body line here. Because if we do that and go all the way around and up around the wheel wells, then we've got a good chance of covering everything. Once we sand those sections, prep the body, prep the plastics, all the plastics are going the Raptor liner. And then we've got to come back later on, and we've got little areas like this. We're not going to Raptor liner this. I'm going to sand it down. We're going to get some base coat and a little bit of clear coat and fog it in there, and try to. I mean, it's going to be a blend job, and I don't do blend jobs, so it's going to be interesting how it turns out. But that, and then like this little spot patch here. Normally, I would paint the whole dang door, which I might end up doing. I don't know yet. Again, the hatch is, we're going to go to this body line right here and go straight across the bottom of the hatch. Then this area right below the glass, look at it all, it's just flaked out and destroyed. So we're not going to do the whole back hatch in the Raptor liner. That would just be a waste of product, I think. But we're going to again, I'll prep it and base coat, clear coat it, and we'll see. I may end up painting the two doors on the driver's side and the top half of the hatch body color, the original body color here. I don't know. It's I tried to talk her into doing some kind of stripey fun paint job, but apparently she really likes this kind of purpley gray. Anyway, and it's her car, so that's where we'll stay with it. But we're gonna I'm gonna get to wiping this down. I'm just gonna use some glass cleaner to get rid of the dirt that came onto it from after it rained all over it. And of course we have a dirt road just at the end of my driveway, and people driving by at 80-90 kilometers an hour, the dust just wallows in from the dirt road, and it just covers everything. It's horrible. But I can't fix that. But we can make this car a little bit nicer. So I've gone ahead and I wiped up the areas that we're going to be sanding and prepping. Like up here, still a little dirty. We'll get to that after the main work is done. But I wanted to get an idea of what we're going to be covering and what we're not going to be covering. So these areas of the grill are going to stay body color. They're going to continue along with the headlight, lower edge of the hood, and the upper edge of the front bumper fascia. Right around, wrap around to the headlight. And then on this side, we're going to keep the paint here going up the side of the car, and we're going to go high on the belt line here. Like, it's a little bit higher than you would think. And the reason for that is we have on the driver's side a couple of bad rust boils that we have to fix up, and if we fix them up, it's going to be more paint correction, and we're trying to minimize paint correction on the vehicle right now. We want to do the Raptor liner after prepping everything and rust proofing it, so we can have a good solid bottom of the car that's going to last. So this is kind of the idea. Now, don't worry about my tape line here. I'm going to tear this off and actually use some fine line tape to run a proper edge, and then mask up from that. And same thing on the back, like the wheel wells. You can't take 3/4 inch wide masking tape and make a good curvy line with it, not without a lot of work. So we're Raptor lining the mud flaps. We're Raptor lining the bottom plastics over the cladding over the rocker panels. These belt lines, we're Raptor lining the whole bottom of the car. And then when you come back over here, we're going to mask off the reflectors, but we're going to Raptor liner this. This is sun-baked and bleached out and really weird coloring all over it. Like these weird striation lines, I don't get it. So we're gonna just Raptor liner all of it. Okay, it's actually a couple days later here. I have got my fine line tape now. This is a 3M product, part number that. Anyway, this is my preferred product to use when making nice tape edges for painting. It does also work for the Raptor liner. There is a stuff called wire tape, and it's a masking tape with a just a very thin steel wire embedded in the whole roll, and you can grab onto the wire when you're done spraying and everything, and you just pull the wire out, and it cuts a nice clean line. You don't got to worry about lifting anything. But I've had really good luck with the fine line tape, so that's what we're going to use. And plus, it was readily available. Well, it's a couple hours later for sure. It always takes longer to mask off, even a simple mask job like this. But here we are. Everything you see exposed, aside from the tires of course, is going to get spray and box liner or the Raptor liner. This needs some repairing. I tried to fix it up, and yeah, there's no wheel well left in there. It's junk, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of creativity there. I might weld it, but man, that metal is thin. A better option would be to panel bond adhesive patch panel in there, and honestly, I've used it before. It'll be rock hard as long as I treat it right and prep it properly. Alright, it's been over the course of a couple days, evenings after work, that kind of jazz, a couple hours here, an hour there. So, here we are. We are scuff sanded. Just about. I'm down to the parts where I have to use just hand sanding now. A little bit above the belt line. Down here was interesting. I've got to get in there with a flap disc on a grinder and break that up a little more. I'd like it to look like this. That would be good. This is the bad one. I gotta start going here. This is cracked through pretty much all the way along. This whole lip is missing now. And I've come up. I've got good metal. I'm gonna grind off the rest of the paint along here and see what this edge looks like. If the edge cleans up good and I can weld to it, then I'm gonna weld in a patch, fold in, and probably panel bond it into the wheel well. And that way it'll actually have some sealer finishing off the seam as well. If not, I've got some body seam sealer I'll put in. But there's not a whole lot to attach to on that one. That is the worst of it. The other spots right here turned out pretty good. Same with down here in the corners, really nice. This wheel well, I'm not worried about at all. You can see it's rusty, but that is very treatable rust. And there's several other sections all around the car. It's looking pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy. I had to take a grinder, flap disc to the edge here, so the edge of the hood is really textured up now. That'll really hold the Raptor liner good. But everywhere there's a stone chip, you grind that stone chip away, sand it out, and the stone chip's actually about 3 times the size of the little broken piece of paint. So that's where moisture's gotten in under the paint and been doing a little bit of rusting. So this bare metal I'll still treat with the rust inhibitor, and that's where we're sitting. We're doing really good. Couple little minor places to mask off still, and I've got to go over the vehicle. There's a few places I tagged with the sander and have to remask, but pretty minor. We're getting there. It's coming pretty good. Got a couple little spots. Once I wipe this off, like I just dusted this, and that area is still pretty shiny. So I got to go over it all, clean it all off, and then sand out whatever is still shiny. We don't want any shiny metal or paint. And that's where we're sitting, so I'm gonna get going on this wheel well edge here, and we're gonna see what we can come up with. As you can see, it's wet now, and it is wet with the metal treatment I'm using. It's a rust converter by POR15. It's called Metal Ready, I think. Anyway, all over the car there are many places where stone chips were very apparent. And then we come to the wheel well, which I had to cut out quite a bit of it. And as you can see, there's a bit of rust inside there even. I mean, it's rust, it hides everywhere. So currently I am treating the metal with the rust converter. And the way you do that is you spray it on and you keep it wet. You don't let it, leave it on for about half an hour or so. And you don't let it actually get dry. And when you're ready, you rinse it off with water and dry the panel. So as pretty much every single panel needs to be done, well, we've got a little bit of work to do, but I wanted to do that before going ahead and doing any welding and bonding on the car. I wanted to know that everything that I can get to is going to be treated and hopefully not going to come back. I've had really good luck. Right, Raggy? I've had really good luck with the Metal Ready stuff from POR15 over the years. So that's my weapon of choice, and that's where we're sitting. So I'm going to continue treating this stuff, then rinse it all down and keep on going. So here is our wheel well lip all cut out. There's the junk left over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of metal, and this came off of that piece of replacement metal for, I don't know, it could be a GMC, could be a Denside Ford, I have no idea. Or a bump, yeah, Denside. Anyway, it's a old patch repair panel I had laying around here. And the metal is perfectly good, so it's replacement metal. And the gauge should be fine. It's probably 22 from the feel of it, which is thicker than probably anything on this car, aside from the subframe, obviously. So I've gone ahead and I traced out the passenger wheel well. There was no point in making a template of the driver's wheel well because it was just done. Anything I touched crumbled. So now we've gone ahead and treated the metal and everything on the underside. Everything's good to go that way. Now I just have to make the outer wheel well edge, and I don't think I have to extend the underneath metal to the wheel well. That's going to be taken in with the panel bond adhesive, and we're gonna do her up just like that's going to be good enough. The hardest part is not going to be making the edge of the wheel well. The hardest part is going to be making the flange that the rear fascia bolts to. Right here, the wheel well lip comes down and in. This right here is a attachment hole, and as you can see, the metal was shot there as well. Here we are, new panel. The lip is decent. There, it sits right up in place right there. Runs along. It forms pretty closely to the passenger side that I mirror imaged. Now once I panel bond this in place inside and out, I can grind off the excess panel bond, and then we're going to I'll lay a skim of filler right over across it. This edge will be butted right out, so there will be very minimal depth, basically a little bit thicker than the edge here, just to blend it across. And since we have this nice wheel well edge here to do that with, that should turn out pretty good. And I get that bonded in place and show you guys what a goopy mess it's going to be. Okay, this is our panel bond adhesive, and I've painted the back side of our panel to hopefully guard from further rust issues. That'll load this thing up. And it's a slow go. Alright, here we are. I'll see if I can do this without making a huge mess. That end can rest in there. This end can push up right there. All right, that panel is bonded in. Now, the panel's bonded in, but full cure is 12 hours. 12. So we're gonna cut this video here. Everything else is just some minor tweaking and whatnot, but we're gonna cut the video here. And the next video will be finishing that back corner with a little bit of sand down the panel bond adhesive, a little skim of body filler, blend it, and it's getting Raptor linered anyway, so we don't have to worry about a perfection. We are going to make sure there's no pinholes. We are going to prime and paint it, and that's going to be a good solid repair, at least for the life of this car. It's a good way to put it. And then we can, you know, Raptor liner it. There we go. So, I'm Dave from Dave's Glory Shopworks. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. And if you think I'm nuts or think I'm good at what I do or don't, well, whatever. Shoot me a comment. We'll chat. Anyway, appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all for your views and checking everything out and sticking with me. We'll see you on the next one.